Hi, everybody. Queen Crystal King in the building. I'm back from my vacay. Did you miss me? I missed y'all. Thank you for coming to another episode of The Day After Sunday. Feels good to be back. Just hanging out and chilling, getting some well needed rest and relaxation. What's been going on these YouTube streets? I hear people been really kicking up a fuss around here. But I just been hearing things. I haven't really been available. But it's cool. I'm going to catch up. I've been catching up on a few videos. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, my day after Sunday, anything but Monday, was really, really bananas. The first thing I want to say is I started back on my IV treatment with my chemo, and that went pretty well. They had to add a few things to my regimen. One of them was folic acid, and folic acid basically helps with the side effects of chemo. So that's pretty good. I had gained a couple pounds, feeling pretty good. Then the next thing you know, it was all gone. But that's okay. I still felt pretty good. Hey, Gail, how you doing, doll baby? Um, I'm back from my vacay. I'm doing okay today. I really am. I'm doing okay. Um, I was just saying that. Hi, Angela. I was just saying that I'm back from my vacay. I wanted to know if y'all missed me. I missed y'all. And my day after Sunday was straight bananas. Hey, boss lady. Um, I'm back on my intravenous chemo, and I had to add folic acid to my regimen, which helps with the side effects. But otherwise, I just been chilling, you know. And then after my vacation, I took a well needed rest even after my vacation. It's like crazy, crazy, crazy. But I'm glad I did. I really needed it. Hey, TC, how you doing, doll? Um, I'm gonna start with the last thing that happened. Then I'm going to build up to the first thing that happened. And there's a reason for that. Yelling and screaming, I missed you. Oh, Boobala, I missed you too. I missed you too. Sometimes, I take a little unscheduled um vacay, and this is like the longest that I've done it. But sometimes I have to do that. And I feel a lot better having done it. A lot better. But I was at the grocery store, right? And here I am picking up a few things, just a few things. And I said, I'll just go ahead, like around my way. It's very common for people to say, I'll take you home. We call them hacks or taxi hacks. So there's this guy, right? He's like 6 foot tall. And I'm at the checkout. Let me gather my composure and like the video. I cannot. And he's at the checkout. I mean, I'm at the checkout, right? So he's walking by me and he says, taxi hack, taxi hack, and I'm like, well, he's nicely dressed. He didn't smell like he'd been drinking or nothing like that, and it's very common around my way. And I don't live far from the grocery store, so it wasn't a big deal. So I said, stay close, sweetie. Stay close. So he turned around and I said, stay close, sweetie. So he says, well, how long you gonna be? I looked at him like, what? And I actually said, what? And the lady who was bringing up my groceries was like, uh-oh. So he turns around and swings his arm like, I just want to know how long you gonna be. I said, nigga, you see me at the checkout. How long I'm gonna be? As long as it takes to ring this stuff up and pay for it. What you think? So turn around and look at me like he been driving me around all day, like I've been getting on his nerves. And then he want me to pay him for the privilege? I'm like, oh no, you done hurt my damn feelings. I'm like, my husband wouldn't have turned around and said to me, how long you gonna be? What? And then I'm gonna get outside and he gonna get to the door. Now he gonna play the black card. I'm just a brother trying to make a couple of dollars. I'm waiting for somebody in the store, and I just trying to make a couple of dollars. No, never mind. Never mind. Pulled out my phone and made a phone call and got me a ride. It's like, that was just, to me, that's very ignorant. That's like somebody saying, follow you around the store and stuff. And then when it comes time to pay for the stuff, they'll take your money, but you got to hurry up and get out. What that thing say on, what does it say on, what does it say? Menace to Society. When they come in the liquor store, hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy. Like, what? I feel sorry for you, mother. Shoot, you trying to make a couple dollars off of me and you gonna turn around like I'm getting on your nerves? Please. Get out of here. Now I ain't give him shit. Hey, Yummy. How you doing, love? Hey, Mr. William. Now that got on my nerves. And I'm like, let me call somebody and see if I was rude. Let me call somebody to see if I was rude, because maybe I was rude. So I told a story just like I told y'all. And no, I wasn't rude. And you want me to pay you for the privilege. Now, if I'd have got in that car and he turned around and said, oh yeah, what's all that stuff you was popping at the grocery store? Give me your pocketbook. I'm like, oh no, his face is etched in stone and he ain't never got to worry about getting $1 out of me. Never. Now, the thing that really got me was I decided that I was going to get my nails and my toes done today. So I ended my little vacay with a little mani-pedi, and I'm in the nail shop getting my nails done. Now, the last time I got my nails done, I didn't care for the way she did it. I didn't care for the way she did it. What you say, Angela? That's right, Crystal. Get him to get. Girl! He spun around on me like, I done took you here. I done took you there. You had me waiting. You thought you was only going to be 10 minutes. You had me waiting for a half hour. The way he spun around on me was like we woke up together. Like, you are tripping. Did you drop? Did Did you drive off in his face? Verbally. Verbally, I most definitely did. Verbally. Sure did. Who do you think he's talking to? And I straight up said at the checkout, you see me? I be trying not to black out sometimes. I really do. I be trying hard. How you doing, Mr. William? I missed y'all. I got your love. I got your messages. I be trying not to black out on people. But you know, sometimes they take your kindness for a weakness. And I'll say sweetie before I'll say anything, you know. But don't get me chopped because see, at that particular time, I needed, and I know this is gonna sound crazy, I needed a can of corn. I needed a can of corn and a sock. If I'd have had a can of corn and a sock, I'd have put that can of corn in that sock and I'd have bust him in his head to the white meat. What? Who you talking to? Nigga, do you know me? Oh my God. Before I knew it, I was at the checkout talking about, nigga, you see me at the checkout? Ooh, I scared myself the way I popped off on him, but I was insulted. And to me, he embarrassed me in front of all those people in the market. I was embarrassed. I'm like, well, maybe he used to talking to his woman or his man or his mama like that, but I don't allow grown men to talk to me like that. I don't, in no shape, form, or fashion. I take no shorts when it come to grown men. Either you respect me or you keep it pushing. That's what you do. You keep it pushing. Even if you take me down, you're going to be an ugly somebody telling that story. How about that? How about that? So I go to the nail shop. I come in. I didn't like my nails the way they were last time, so I was very specific about the way I wanted my nails this time. So I'm sitting there getting my nails done, and these two females come in. One female is very quiet. She's like a small built female, you know. She seemed like she was, you know, kind of reserved or shy. But the other one came in loud, loud and wrong, just loud. Hey everybody. Hey everybody, how you doing? And the lady who was doing my nails, she was like, "Oh, you got bail money? Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much." I didn't want no green beans. I didn't want no peas. I didn't want no cream corn. I needed kernel corn. And I was going to swing that bad boy and boom. I think mentally I did. Oh my goodness. Okay. Where you from? I never heard that term before. So the lady comes in and she's loud. Hey, hey, everybody. Wig was on crooked. Now she had this page boy wig on, right? And the wig was twisted around crooked. So the cut part of the bang was supposed to be in the front. It was on the side. Her eyes, her eyes was brown, brown, where they were supposed to be white. And the girl that came with her, she looked young enough to be her daughter. So she said, "You want your nails done? You want your nails done? Okay, okay. You can get your nails done." One thing I don't like, again, is when people get loud on me. Don't get loud on me. I don't like that. If you're talking to me, then talk to me like I'm talking to you. If I'm sitting right beside you and everybody from the front to the back can hear what we're talking about, then you're too loud. Yeah, yeah, I think corn is heavier than peas. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And I'm not going to tell you how I know. I'm not going to tell you how I know. Okay. So you can hear her conversation from the front to the back of the shop. So she was so loud, I just turned around and looked. And so she comes from the front of the nail shop, walks straight to the back, turns around towards everybody and says, "Do you want your nails done?" And the girl shook her head she put her head down and she shook her head like, like, no. She said, "Look at your hands. Look at your hands. Look at her hands." I'm like, oh my God. Did she just tell everybody in the nail shop to turn around and look at her hand? Y'all mean he said the bangs? He said the bangs. Oh, thank you, Gail. He said the bangs. So she turns around. The girl, she says, "Look at your hands. Look at her hands." So now everybody in the nail shop is turning around looking at this girl's hands. She's got black fingernail polish on, but like one hand has maybe like about 3 nails that has polish on it. The other ones are plain. Now the other hand, maybe like a couple of nails that has polish on it, whatever. Her hands was busted. She said, "She's a lady. She's a lady. And she needs her hands done. She needs to do her hands." See, I don't polish my hands. I don't polish my hands because I work. I work and I work with my hands. So I don't need my hands polished. But she need her hands polished, don't she? I said, oh my God, if she'd have embarrassed me like that in front of all those people, I would have, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I put my head down and started shaking my head like I was embarrassed for her. So I'm looking at the girl. Her eyes are just as brown. Well, she said, "No, I I don't I don't want my hands done." She said, "You better get your hands done. I'm paying for it." Excuse me. "I'm paying for it. Whatever you want, I'm paying for it." She said, "I ain't worried about it. Everybody in here know me." I ain't know her. But she's like, "Everybody in here know me." She said, "Come on over here and sit down by me." It's nothing worse than a person that is loud and ghetto who keeps on saying, "Did you hear me? You hear what I said? Did you hear me?" So the girl looks at her. She turns around real slow. She blinks real slow. And she shook her head, yeah. Then she turned back around and put her head down. And she said, "We gonna get our feet done first, okay?" Then she said, "Well, I want him to do my feet and she can do your feet." So the girl who was doing my nails, she was like, "I know her. Everybody in here know her. She crazy." So now, so now I'm laughing. So she's speaking in her language to the other technicians in there, and they're laughing. She told the girl, "Take your shoes off." Said, "What?" She has to be talking to her daughter like that. She has to be. So she's very slow, taking her shoes off, taking her boots off, taking her socks off. What child, when she bent down from being in the chair where you get your pedicure, didn't a little mini bar size of liquor fall on the floor? Her liquor fell on the floor. Now, the first thing is you have everyone's attention and they're staring at her. Then this little mini bar size bottle of liquor falls on the floor. And she's so high. She is so drunk that she goes to slide over to pick it up and she can't. She can't pick it up. I do not do public displays, especially like that. I will act like I don't know you. Girl, the liquor fell on the floor. Now the technician, sharecropping hands. They were drunk. Yes. Yes. They were drunk. She did sound crazy. Trying to force engagement. I hate that, Yamin. I do. I hate that. I've already given you that look like, I hear you, damn it, shut up. I've already given you that look. Like, do you want me to give you a half a lip? Is that what you want? You want a public half a lip? Is that what you want? I heard you. Everybody in here heard you. But the girl was like, put her head down and shook her head real slow, like, yes, I hear you. Almost like the speed that this girl had reminds me of Lurch on the Addams Family. Follow me. This girl was stuck. You know how you get that drink or that weed that gets you stuck? You can't speak. You can barely blink. You can barely walk. But you know you ain't feeling no pain. You know people looking at you, but you don't care because you feeling it. This girl was stuck. Country fuddy duddy. I cannot. Is she okay? I knew it. Oops. Oh my gosh. So did she fall on the floor? No. She had already got in the chair. Excuse me, I have to hold on for 1 minute. No, she didn't hit the floor. She had already got in the chair, right? So I am trying not to stare at this couple. You know how, like, I wouldn't say that they stank, but you know how you may have on different color clothes, but you just, everything from your hair to your feet just look brown. Both of them just look like one color, just solid brown. And I'm like, oh my God, they just come out the tomato field or what? Picking up potatoes or blueberry picking or what the hell? Where did they just come from? So she's sitting down. They got their mask on. So now the girl, her liquor bottle is still on the floor. She's looking down at the liquor bottle like, hi, liquor bottle. I know I brought you with me, but you just gonna have to wait a little while because I'm stuck. Zombie like. Zombie like. That's a good way to put it. Nothing worse than a female drunken. It was terrible. Would you say that's K2? Look, I'm not I'm not so old that I don't remember smoking weed. Don't get me wrong. But whatever they were smoking, that young girl was stuck. I know what that means. I heard that happens with that. And she was looking at her like she was kind of pissed, like irritated, almost like leave me alone. I'm trying to float. You know, that's the vibe that I got from her. Could you stop talking to me? Could you stop yelling in my ear? I'm trying to float, you know? And it's nothing worse than when you get a buzz that is exactly the way you want it and somebody just keeps yelling at you. And the chairs are close. And my chair is right across from their chair. So she's like, how much is it going to cost for her to get how much is it going to cost for her to get her nails done and her toes done? I'm paying for it. I'm paying for it. I'm like, oh. So the girl just put her head down, just put her head down. And then she goes, yeah, well, she getting everything. She getting everything. Y'all not going to believe how the story goes. You're not going to believe me. I know you're not. Ain't nothing like slow, crazy, drunk. If she stuck, that sound like dope. Girl, females talking loud in public is not a good look. It was not a good look. It was not a good sound. I mean, she changed the whole freaking vibe. So now, mind you, the liquor bottle is still on the floor. The technician is not picking up the liquor bottle. So the girl got her shoes off and her socks off. The loud one says, look at your feet. Girl, look at your feet. What the hell wrong with your feet? And she was like, she just put her head in her hand and just left it there. So she like, why your toenail that color? You're gonna have to soak your feet in Listerine. Had a front row seat. I never, ever, ever, ever in my black eye life heard anyone say, you're going to have to soak your feet in Listerine. I said, I couldn't even play it off. I just was like, what? And then the lady who was doing my nails, she's laughing. She's laughing, but she's behind the mask. Don't inhale. I'm behind the mask. Now all you can see is my eyes and my facial expressions from my nose up, but I am under my mask and I am laughing so hard. But you can see my chest going up and down because I'm laughing. So then I told the lady, I said, I need to breathe for a second. May I please have some water? You know, I try to play it off. This girl told the shop, look at her feet. Look at her feet. You need to soak your feet in some Listerine when you come over my house. When you come over you hear me? You hear me? You hear me? And the girl is she cuts her eye at her real slow. Then she cuts her eye back the other way. Because she didn't say anything, she taps her. Poof, poof, poof. You hear me? So the girl frowns up at her and is like, yeah, Like, yes, I hear you. Everybody hear you, you know? So she said, that's how you get that color off your toes, off your nails like that. You soak it in some Listerine. Oh my gosh. My stomach, the stomach muscles was like, I had on one of those. You ever see those ab things where you put it on your stomach and it go boop, 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 boop. Oh my gosh. I was trying my best not to bust out laughing. She told everybody in the shop to look at this girl's feet and said, and when you come, she said, I would have cussed her out. She said, when you get over my house, you're going to soak your feet in some Listerine. Man, the girl is still cutting her eye at her. She's not looking at nobody else in the shop. She's just sliding her eye over to her real slow. Then she slides her eye over again. And she's still cutting her eye at the liquor bottle, but she has not reached down there to get it. So the liquor bottle is still down there beside the tub where she's getting her black toe jam, long nail, funky feet cleaned. Okay, it gets worse. It really does. It gets worse. I would have laughed. Listerine kills all germs. I would have been on the floor. I was trying my best because I felt bad for the girl, the way she was talking to her. And she was like, yeah, cause all I do is work. I just work all the time. And I don't even get my nails done. I just cause I work with my hands, just making money. That's what I do, make money. And the one thing that will turn me off more than anything, or among a few things, is when somebody brags about how much money they make or how much money they have. So now I'm looking at her like, yes, Gail, it gets worse. So I don't like that. So I'm laughing, but I didn't like that, what she said. So she said, so what else you gonna get done? And she shook her head no, like nothing. Nothing. No, I'm not getting nothing done. She just shook her head. And she got on the phone. She said, who you talking to on the phone? Who's that? Let me see. And she cut her eye at her real slow. And she cut her eye back. And she went back to the phone. She said, you hear me? You hear me? Let me see. So she turned her phone around real slow so she could see. And then she go, oh, okay. So when this loud lady took her socks and shoes off, her feet was 3 different colors. 3 different colors. On the outsides of her feet was so thick and crusted and went around her heel. The middle part was a totally different color. And the part where this thick callus was, I don't know what color that was. I don't even know if that was a color. I wouldn't be surprised if the callus didn't move. It was horrid. Horrid. And the toenails were so long, they curled over like a hoof. I said, dear God in heaven, that's scary. Oh my God. So she says, yeah, I know my feet look bad. Don't tell me you said something, Crystal. Was she her caretaker or something? Ah, split hoof. Yeah, yeah, yummy. Yes, the calluses were translucent. I wouldn't was translucent. I would not be surprised if those calluses didn't start moving. It wouldn't have shocked me at all. But thank God she couldn't see my mouth because my mouth dropped. I'm like, okay, so she drawn so much attention to her feet. Let me see what her feet look like. I wish I had never looked. Oh my goodness, she probably walked barefoot. Look, no, Auntie Crystal, not three different colors. She got the nerve to talk about the other one. Okay, you better than me. I'm not good at holding in laughter. My mouth dropped. I was like, and I looked at the technician that was doing my nails, and she looked at me. She said, I know already. I know already. I already know. So the guy that was doing her feet, she said, you're going to have to do it harder. You're going to have to do it harder because, well, wait a minute. First, I got an ingrown toenail. I got an ingrown toenail right here. Ooh. And then she cussing all. Just, oh, this MFer hurt. Oh, this MFer hurt. Oh, can you get it? Can you get that part now? He said, no, no, no. First you soak. First we wash. First you soak. First we wash. She said, okay. He was scrubbing and washing and scrubbing and washing. Hi, Beach. I'm so sleepy, but wanted to come through. Thank you, love. She had them Fred Flintstone feet. Fred Flintstone's feet look better than hers. I'm not going to do that to Fred Flintstone. I'm not going to do it. I'm not. I'm sorry. I can't let you do Fred. Don't do Fred. So her feet were three different colors. I wouldn't have been surprised if the calluses moved. Her toenails were long and curved over. Like the back of your toe, the toenail came over damn near half of her freaking toe. Oh my God, that was, oh my gosh. And the man was trying to wash her feet, and no matter what he did, them feet stayed the same color. Girl, I would have quit that day. I'm just so glad I was not sitting next to them in them chairs. I was so glad, but I was right across I was right across from them. So everything they did was like right in my face, like within my eyesight. He said, this right here, this right here hard. This right here hard. She said, I know it's hard. I know it's hard. I work. I work. That's why I came here to get my feet done. I ain't got time to do this. So the lady who was doing my nails said, how you doing? And she said, oh, so now you want to speak to me. I've been in here talking and everything, and now you want to speak to me. Now, mind you, the girl who's next to her, who dropped her liquor bottle, her little mini bar liquor bottle on the floor of the nail salon, she's still too stuck in whatever she was smoking. That wasn't no drink that had her like that. That wasn't no drink. But whatever she was smoking had her stuck. She could not pick that bottle up. Her technician was not picking that bottle up. She said, oh, so now you want to speak to me. Now you want to speak to me. So she said, I speak to you. I speak to you, you crazy. I speak to you, you crazy. So she said, who is that? Who is that? Like, who you got with you? Who is she? Man, now you done already came in all loud and wrong. You done already told the whole shop to look at this girl's nails. You done already told the whole shop to look at her feet. You done already told her when she come over your house, she got to soak her feet in Listerine to get the black colors off of her nails and the toe jam. Now she gonna ask you, who's the girl? Guess what she says? This is my girlfriend. This is my girlfriend. Ain't she pretty? No. No, you both look like sharecroppers. No. And don't let's not forget about the bayangs. The page boy wig that she had on was on crooked because she was drunk. So now, for her feet to look like that. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. So, okay. So now after she says that, the girl, she's still stuck. She still got her eyes. She's looking at the bottom, but she can't move. She can't move. She said, yeah, this is my girlfriend. I'm done with men. I'm done with men. So again, the lady who's doing my nails, she busts out laughing. Now, this is what's in my head. This is what I'm thinking. If that's your girlfriend, you didn't know her feet look like that? You didn't know her feet look like that? It gets worse. It gets worse. Strap up because it gets worse. Let me remind you, this is a public nail shop. So she's saying she's done with men. When the girl took off her socks, she could not believe what color her toenails was and how much toe jam she had up in her, between her toes and in the back of her toes. But that's your girlfriend. Yes, ma'am. It gets worse. So the girl who's stuck, her eye kind of cut towards me, and she saw me about to pass out laughing. So then she's went, and she busts out laughing. So the lady sitting next to her saying, what you laughing at? What you laughing at? So I looked down at my nails like, yeah, I like that. That's really pretty. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's exactly how I want them. So I look, she sound crazy. And they look like they on some shit. Okay. I been took one of them drills and I would have had to do her. I'm sorry. I would have had to do her if she'd came over to me acting like I want that crusty chick. So so she never smelled the girl. The way she got loud on her in that shop was like she never seen her feet. Like she never seen them. She said, she's a female. Ain't that right? And I looked at her like, how the hell should I know? No. And I now at this point, I'm totally ignoring her because I don't want her to think that we're about to engage in a conversation at all. I don't even want anyone to think that I know her. Just because we both black don't mean we know each other. So all she does is work. That's all she does. You see her hair? Why did she say that? This girl had braids in her hair, and she at least had about a month's worth of new growth. The plaits were sitting on top of all this new growth. What I cannot stand. Now, see, okay, Mr. William, what I cannot stand is when people wear braids, right? And your hair starts growing up and you got your braids real long. Once the new growth comes up and you don't know how to brush that or train that or lay that down, it looks terrible. Like it's catching lint or like whatever gel or something that you're putting in there. It's all caked in there. I'm like, oh my God. So everybody turns around and looks at her hair. She takes one of her braids and lifts it up and flips it. She flipped the braid. So now the girl's looking over at her and she takes her hand, like she kind of swats her, like, stop. You know, she's like, see, this is what she does. She does hair. And then she looks at the guy who's doing her feet and she says, I'm getting ready to go to the store to buy some of that kind of hair that you have. What do you use in your hair, mousse or gel? All you can see is the guy's eye looking up at her like, you ghetto bird. I mean, he just looked up at her, like shake her head, like shakes his head like, mm, 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 niggas. He ain't say it, but that's what I saw. That's what I saw. Maybe he 2-minute quickie, then bounce. Ah! Ah! Her feet look like Kevin Durant's ashy ankles, working with no time for basic hygiene and self-care practices. Oh Lord, just nasty people out here living like it's okay. Girl, people out here living like it's okay. I hear you. I hear you. I couldn't. Angela, no quickie. Huh. So, like I said, he's just looking at her, shaking her head. All you can see is his eyes and him shaking her head. Now, I told you she done lifted her braid up and flipped it. Do you know? She said, the next time you come over my house, I want you to do my hair. You hear me? You hear me? She's shaking her head real slow, like, yes, I hear you, damn it. I hear you. I hear you. So she said, look, she flipped her wig to show the girl that she's sitting next to, that's her girlfriend, that she's never seen her feet, the back of her kitchen, and starts pulling it out to show her how much new growth she has in her head. I said, Claude, have mercy. Claude, have mercy. Claude, have mercy. Sound like it needed a stream makeover. Oh my God. Look, I was embarrassed. It was a Malox moment for me. Now she done flipped her wig and she's hitting on the girl to turn around and look at her. Now you got the bang that was twisted to this side. Now the bang is twisted to this side because you don't flip the wig to show her how much hair has grown in a month. So she's talking to her technician and she says, this is how my hair grows. Like she's talking slow, like if I say it slow enough, that will make what I just did okay. This is how my hair grows. This is natural. This is my natural hair. I shave it. And he's still scrubbing on her feet. So she pats him to stop scrubbing her feet to look at her nappy ass head. Again, he's looking at her like, mm, niggas. Okay? But I'm going to tell y'all, it gets worse. William Carruthers with those toenails digging in the sheets. You better 2 minute quickie and run. Extreme makeover and home training. Yes, I cannot. Girl, it gets worse. I promise you, it gets worse. This is my day after Sunday. She told the guy, you're going to have to scrub my foot hard. At home, I use a cheese grater. Do you know what a cheese grater is? I got to pit a cheese grater and scrub it on my feet to get that stuff off my feet. A cheese grater. She just said she uses a cheese grater on her feet. Who eats over there? Who gonna eat over there? No, her face is etched in stone. I don't care if she had a mask on or not. I will recognize her voice. It will resonate down the back of my spine. She said she uses a cheese grater on her feet. You can't make this up. Again, my mouth dropped. What? Take her to Walmart, leave her there. Hey, just woke up. Hello, doll baby. There's no way. Angela, oh no. I'm already out the door. Oh, the thought of her using a cheese grater with her loud and wrong behind. I could see her washing that cheese grater and getting loud saying, I just ain't going to tell nobody I use it on my feet. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. So, when she said she used a cheese grater on her feet, and when I looked at how thick that, what do you even call it? I mean, that stuff on her feet was at least 2 inches thick away from her foot. And that's just on the side, coiling around the heel. And it gets worse. It really gets worse. It does. I'm so sorry. But it gets worse. She turned around and she looked at the girl who's stuck, who's still looking at the liquor bottle on the floor. She says, "You gonna get your eyebrows done?" She shook her head no. "You need to get your eyebrows done. You gotta have some fun sometime. You're a female. You can't just keep on working and working and working and don't take care of yourself. You gotta take care of yourself. Don't she gotta take care of herself?" I put my head down like I refuse to answer that question because you don't take care of yourself. So she picks out nail polish. The nail polish that she picks out is a bright highlighter orange with her big toe a different color, which is clear and speckled pink. What is it? Yeah, like the speckled pink shiny things. And she told the guy, "I need you to put 3 coats on my big toe." He said, "No, no, 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 2 coats." She said, "No, 3 coats. It's going to be pretty. Watch and see. This right here, I already checked to see if it's going to match." Hell to the no, no, no. That don't match. We're not going to blame that on the beaters. We're not going to blame that on the beaters. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. So now he's still scrubbing. She turns around and says to her, "Let me see your legs." She pulls the girl's pant leg up and said, "You didn't shave your legs? Don't you shave your legs?" So the girl shakes her head real slow. Mm-mm. She said, "You don't shave your leg. You got hair under your arms?" And the girl turned around and looked at her like, "What? Did you just ask me?" She said, "Do you got hair under your arms?" "I bet you got hair under your arms." I was ready to get up and just leave, you know, but I was already too invested, you know what I'm saying? I had to do me. So she got loud on that girl and asked her, did she have hair under her arms? Do you know she lifted up the girl's arm, but the girl had a coat on. She lifted up her arm and said, "I bet you got hair under your arm. You got a bunch of hair down. Do you want a Brazilian wax?" So now, thank you for the funky visual. Thank you. This is yet again a Malox moment. You done got loud on the girl. You done lifted up her arm, asking her, does she have hair under her arms? Does she need a Brazilian wax? But this is your woman, and you don't know these things already. Ill. I put that accidentally in the chat before trying to respond to a text. Yes, boss lady. Yes. She don't have no home training. Yes. Yes. And the girl shook her head like, no, I don't want no Brazilian wax.
Now, once she said Brazilian wax, now she's actually starting to get a little unstuck, and she's looking at the people in the shop, and almost simultaneously everybody turned their head to their table like whoop, and then she just bust out laughing. The young girl just bust out laughing. She said, "This is my woman and I got to take care of her." I'm like, "Okay, what type of hood booger shit is this?" So what? You just hit it in the dark? But the kicker is when the girl busts out laughing and she smiled, the whole front row of her mouth was broken off and black. I say, when she turned around and smiled, the whole front row of her teeth were broken off and black. The big question is, do they have money to pay? I know she worked, but it may go on whatever they're using. Yep. Well, you guys know I really don't like speaking bad about women, but this story is so like, oof, I feel you. This is a true story. This is my day after Sunday. This is what happened. This is what happened. And when I realized what this child looked like, imagining her having a bear in a headlock up underneath that arm, and you supposed to be somebody's woman, and she's acting like she don't even know what's going on down there, and she's telling you to soak your feet in Listerine. Wow. 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 I was blown away. A cannon couldn't have blown me away like that. I would have just stood there and said, "My, it's windy." Or somebody must have threw a little pebble at me. That blew me away. Not only is she your woman, you done lifted her hair up, flipped her braid. She high. She done dropped the liquor bottle on the floor in the salon. She's so stuck off of whatever she been smoking, she can't even pick it up. You didn't realize what color her toes were and that she had toe jam. Soak your feet in Listerine when you come over my house. I'm done with men. This is my woman. Do you have hair under your arms? I bet you got hair down. Do you need a Brazilian wax? This was hood boogers on parade. Hood boogers on parade. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. After I met and she would have been canceled, you should have got their info, Crystal. Fix My Life series. Girl, Fix My Face series. Fix My Face. Oh my gosh. I'm like, oh, please, please be done with my nails and let them be out the chair and y'all already spray it and wipe it down by now. Oh, please let them be. Oh, oh. I just honestly, I instantly. just, oh, I can't even describe how disgusting that was to me. Disgusting. So now they're finished getting their stuff done. They're up and they're going over there to get their nails done. Thank God, because it's time for me to go over there and I get to be alone. See, females like me, I wash my feet every day. I file my nails every other day. I soak my feet. I have a regimen that I use for my feet. So when it was my turn, I said to the lady, I would just like to have a wash and a polish. She goes, oh, you don't want pedicure? I said, no. I said, I'm a diabetic and I really don't like, people messing too much over my feet. So I manage the care for my feet. I just can't paint them. I took off my sock. She said, oh, your feet is smooth. Your feet very clean. And I looked at her like they supposed to be. But I said, thank you. What was I supposed to say? Yes, my feet are clean. I took a bath. Girl. He said, all you need is wash and I put design on for you. I'm like, okay, thank you. Like, duh, that's what I just said. I did my feet. Could you just wash and put a design on it? This woman was so happy that my feet were clean and smooth. She didn't have to do no scrubbing, no nothing. All that was already taken care of. Because I came in off the street, you wash your feet and then you put the design on it. I was so happy to get about that nail shop. I don't know what to do. I do not let them stick me with those utensils at all, Crystal. I get that done at my foot doctor. I seen them cut a lady feet before. Yes. Actually, when you said that, it reminded me. My husband had on a pair of sandals. Now, I said this to someone and they said they never heard this before, but my foot doctor and his foot doctor always said to us, don't wear open toe shoes. Don't wear open toe shoes because, it's a possibility you could stub your toe or somebody could step on your toe or, different things like that. You don't walk around barefooted. You could step on something or whatever. Well, this one particular day, I had did my husband's feet. And, they were like, put the shea butter and stuff on there. And he wanted to wear some sandals. And I've never really thought about it. That day he stubbed his toe. From that day on, he didn't even feel it. He didn't even feel that he stubbed his toe. From that day on, he has had problems with his feet. And that was the first toe that got amputated. He stubbed his toe. And from there, the other toes followed suit. Before you know it, he ended up losing his leg. So, yeah. And it's like, go to the foot doctor. You need your nails trimmed, go to the foot doctor. I don't even get that. I just file them. I just use a emery and I just file them. Because at one time I clipped my toenails myself one time and I clipped it too deep. and it took a while to heal. And I'm grateful to God that it did heal. But at the time, my husband didn't know that he was losing circulation in his feet. And it usually starts with the toes. I passed out somewhere around the cheese grater part. Oh, girl, I do my own feet at home also. I have all that stuff. Yep. She said, I can't see, Krista. Going to the foot doctor is just like getting a pedicure. It's an aha moment. It is. It is. It really is. And it's worth it. It's worth it. Because I'm telling you, he stubbed his toe. It happened so quick. And I said, where's that blood coming from? And I looked and he was just walking, doing, I said, what? Let me see. Your toe is bleeding. Next thing you know, the tip of his toe turned a color. Next thing you know, his nail turned a color. Next thing you know, his toe started turning black. And that's how it started. And when he got his first toe amputated, once they start, it's almost like it just doesn't stop. So yes, that was my day after Sunday. And when I tell you that was crazy, that was crazy. Some of those Chinese salons do not know what they're doing. That's true. That is true. Hi, Leslie. Welcome, love. That is true. That is very true. And the thing about it is that sometimes they just assume everybody's feet is jacked up. Everybody's feet are not jacked up. That's why I don't want them scraping and cutting and pushing and grinding and no. I don't want that. One time I was getting the wash and the polish. Oh, you're more than welcome, love. You're more than welcome. I was getting the wash and the polish, and this lady was getting her feet done. This woman's feet had been soaking for an hour. They had already been soaking for an hour. They changed the water on her, I don't know how many times. They went and got this big, it looked like a cheese grater. It really did look like a cheese grater. And it almost looked like, I don't know, it was like they had to go in the back and get the heavy artillery or something. And when they pulled out that thing and started filing on her feet, I said, oh my God, please don't put nothing like that on my feet. And the lady said, oh, no, 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 no. You never need that. That for her. You never need that. That for her. Oh my God. That was so funny. I said, I'll never want nothing like that on my feet. And I'm telling you, they was putting some pressure. They put their shoulders. They put their shoulders into that tool that they was using on that woman's feet. Ugh. I felt bad for her. But you know what? That woman was so doggone happy somebody was doing her feet. I guess she's like, I really don't care. I don't know none of y'all. I really don't care. I'm paying for it. So it is what it is. The foot doctor soaker is tall. It massages your feet and your legs. It feels so good. It does. It does. I love that accent. Well, Crystal King, Boss Lady, and Gail, Angela, gotta go, love. You ladies have a great night. Doctor's appointment. Prayers are with you, Mr. William. Um, I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but you already know how we do. You know, we develop a type of a type of concern and love for each other over here. And I pray that everything goes well for you, just as you prayed everything went well for me. Okay. I'll try and get over to your chat as soon as I can. But in the replay, you'll see that I was on vacation for a while, but I'm back. Every now and then, I'll have to take a little bit of time off and do some crystal time, but I'm back. Good night, Mr. William. Thank you for stopping by. Like and share the video, okay, Mr. William? That will help me out a whole lot if you share my video. Okay. That lady is right, though. If she paying, let her get her money worth. That's right. She looked at her like, I don't care what y'all got to say about me. If they gonna do my feet, let them do my feet. Shoot. Again, good to see you, Mr. William. So yeah, guys, I'm ready to come up off of here. I just had to let y'all know what I went through in that nail salon today. Leslie, I wish I didn't have to go right now. But Sweet Pea, catch the replay and strap up, honey. Strap up. Because this is a story unlike any other story that I have brought up on here, honey. And I'm telling you, it is all true. All true. Thank you, Mr. William, for sharing my video. You guys, Watermelon Sugar, Angela, Leslie, Boss Lady, Gail, Yamin, Mr. William. I thank every last one of you guys. Hopefully I haven't missed anyone. Everybody in the skybox, hey, how y'all doing? I hope you had a good time. Please come back again, Leslie. I sure love it if you could spend some more time to hang out with us. Okay, babe? Honestly, she shouldn't let the dead skin accumulate on her feet. That's disgusting. It is, and it's very unsanitary. And those funguses are terrible too. Good night, Crystal, Watermelon Sugar, and Boss Lady. Okay, I will, Crystal. Yes, I'm gonna be looking for you, baby. Okay. Most likely we'll probably hang out over in the VIP lounge over at Boss Lady's place later on tonight. I'll go over there for a little while. Maybe if you get a chance, you could come on over and hang out with us. Thank you, Watermelon Sugar. You're more than welcome. Okay, guys, I got to get ready to go. It was fun. It's good to be back. I'll pop back in when I can. Woo! I'm telling you, my stomach is hurting just telling this story again. But thanks again, you guys, for hanging out with me. What happened? Oh, thank you for coming by. Oh, yes, TC and Yamin and the beach. Yes, can't forget them. Definitely. Thank y'all for stopping by. I appreciate it so much. All right, guys, I got to get ready to go. You got that right, Watermelon Sugar. Love, peace, and chicken grease.